Okay, bought us some time. Sam, did you get me up to speed?
Somewhat.
This is incredible. Commander, this could revolutionize computing as we know it. Revolutionize everything. Samantha, You've done something incredible here. This is the computational equivalent to the first warp engine.
Well, I wasn't alone.
And we aren't there yet. Sam, can you show her the latest build?
Opening now. So like I mentioned, Doctor, when we first loaded the map, everything looked perfect. He was everything we wanted. Interactive, personable.
Was the degradation immediate?
No. It took a couple of days for it to be severe, but now he's this.
Alpha Jig Echo version 10 online. Awaiting query.
Ajax, can you tell me the last digit of pi?
Thread process successfully created. Running query. Running query. Running query.
Ajax cancel.
Running query.
Exit.
Running query.
Ajax stop.
Running query.
Running query.
At this point, he'll either run out of memory or need to be force crashed.
So he's lost all decision-making ability.
Or the decision tree is corrupted, only producing a single value for all inputs. The entire purpose of Ajax is to have human creativity and problem-solving ability navigating immense computational problems. But now we're back to a basic deterministic simulation.
So can you fix it?
Yes. Let me just wave my magic wand without even finding the problem.
Isn't that how it works?
Show me the blueprint again. The neural process may be a black box, but if the data isn't the problem, perhaps the physicality is.
Here it is. We chose this unit design to be as close to the biological data flow as possible. All of our tests were promising up until this issue.
What if... You chose a centralized architecture.
Yes. All data passes through the unit and is assigned by appropriate drivers.
What if we take the inverse approach? A distributed architecture?
Well, the issue would be maximum cycles. A distributed node wouldn't have the processing power to run a cognitive driver without significant delay.
Then we remove the driver.
But how would the system know how to render the information?
We change the entire paradigm. We abandon rendering in favor of streaming.
The amount of data would be...
Your system proves that the subphysics of cognition is mappable to emergent structures, but you're accomplishing it through software. Software is for computation, not thought. We should be using hardware.
So each node would be physically constructed based on the software driver's output from the tests. Energy and data flow would be natural if placed in the proper locations.
Exactly. If we want to build a mind, we need to let it think, rather than tell it how.
But this would all be dependent on a constant cognition source, not a pre-rendered training map.
Agreed. We can't use a copy and mirror approach anymore, which means that at least part of the system needs to be a permanent passenger.
So we make a mesh of distributed nodes that physically install in the brain tissue, neuron to neuron.
And then the network has access to live cognition, piggybacking on thought itself. We'll need some experimental expertise. This is getting out of my wheelhouse.
I'll get us a neurosurgeon and our best cyber bioengineers. We could still use part of the old design. A hub node would need to be installed near the brainstem as basic power supply and local storage.
Can we help you?
Just so I'm clear, are you talking about cutting my head open and sticking a computer in it?
Don't be dramatic. It could all be done with a minor incision, maybe a small opening in the skull to insert the mesh.
Oh, good. As long as it's only that.
Your average cybernetic implant is more invasive than this. There'd be no tissue destruction. It'd just be a glorified helmet for your brain.
Commander, we'll make sure it's safe. Stop worrying.
Is this because you're mad at me?
Commander, you told me this was important. I'm beginning to agree with you. So please, I need you to trust me.
All right. Mess me up, Doc.